Hey everyone, Coach Katie here, and today we're going to be talking about how to track our habits in the app as well as our metrics. Today, if you're watching this, it might be April 15th or a week prior to whatever challenge launch date is coming up for you. I'm filming this in April. It may be April 15th. You do not have habits in your app yet. You will have them on April 22nd, but you do have the option to take progress photos and track body stats. So I want to talk about tracking metrics and habits in this video. This video will also be in the app on day one. You can watch it with this blue button up here. It will say tracking habits and metrics, and you can rewatch this video if you need help understanding how to track habits. Super simple and straightforward. I'll go over it right now, and if you need a refresher next Monday, you can watch it then. Taking progress photos. Click that orange button, add photos, and we'll just do, okay, let's start. But something that's really important is wearing some swimwear or athletic clothing to see your body change. Don't wear baggy t-shirts. I know you don't feel comfortable taking pictures, and I was the same way, but if you wear baggy things, it's really hard to see actual change. These are for you only. And if you ever want to inspire other women just like you and you want to share them with the world, you can let me know, hey, like my progress photos, you can share them, blur my face, don't tag me, or all cards on the table, show it off. And I just want to inspire other women. A lot of you might be inspired by someone that you saw online that was vulnerable enough to share their transformation. So just think about that too in the future. And again, this is just for you right now, and that might be futuristic for you that you want to share that. Regardless, wear something that does show the change so that you can see it. Backdrop. Stand against a white wall or a plain background and pose naturally. Don't suck in or push out. And we're going to do 3 different photos from different angles. You can compare them side to side later. Okay, and don't show this again. Perfect. You can either take the photo or pick the photo. If you have an Apple Watch, you can always do the 3-second timer. You can, on the watch, you can also just do a 3-second timer on your phone, or you can roll video on your phone and then screenshot each of the poses. So you're going to do front, I'm going to skip the poses. You're going to do side, and you're going to do back. I'm skipping all of them just so that I'm not uploading anything right now. But again, you'll add photos. Anytime that you want to go add photos on your own, this plus sign down at the bottom right above your picture, photos is the bottom from 3 up. So 1, 2, 3 up is photos. You can always upload them. I would suggest monthly doing it. You can do it weekly, especially in the first 2 weeks. You're going to see a lot of change with decrease in bloating and gut health being solved. Tracking body stats. You're going to click that orange button. Track, and this is your body weight. I would track personally body weight every single day. I know that sounds crazy. If you track your body weight every single day and then you take an average of your weight over this 7-day time frame, you're going to see what your average weight is for that day. Weight loss is not linear. It's going to go up and down based on activity level, stress level. Are you on your cycle? How much did you sleep last night? Bloating, gut health, weekend activities, things like that. As long as the average number goes down, and you can find that by taking all 7 days, adding them up, dividing by 7, and finding the average, you can see, okay, it's not linear, but it is going down every week by 1 to 2 pounds. I truly, if it were me, I would track my body weight every single day. In the morning, after I use the restroom, before I eat. I would do it in the morning. Body fat percentage, if you got the body fat percent scale, weekly on Fridays is good, or bi-weekly. Caliper body fat, we aren't doing that. And then you can do your body stats here. And then you can see also the diagram for where to do waist and hips. Waist is right about at your belly button. As long as you measure right at your belly button this time, measure at your belly button next time. If you do an inch below your belly button or an inch above, just make sure that it's the same every time. So I'm not going to track that right now, but if you ever want to go daily, do your weight plus sign. And then body stats is the second from the bottom. And you can do your body weight daily. You can add your body fat percentage whenever you want to. And then I will tell you at the end and the beginning of every workout cycle that we have, it's going to prompt you to do progress photos and body stats. So next, if you're jumping in right now at a week prior to the challenge starting, or you're not doing the challenge and you're just jumping in right now, it's going to tell you to track right now. When the challenge starts, if you're doing the challenge, it will tell you to track that again. So you can skip the body photos next Monday if you don't want to do them again that quickly. And there might not be a lot of change. This is just like a free week in the app if you're doing the challenge. It just does prompt it every time I change the workout cycle. And we start a new workout cycle every Monday that a challenge launches, just to keep that frame of reference for you. All right, that is progress photos and body stats. We're going to flip over to the 22nd. On the 22nd, this is the day one of the challenge. Ignore the workouts up there because we're going to get into that next week. These blue, tracking your food and kitchen clean out, tracking habits and metrics. That tracking habits and metrics video right there is this video that you're watching right now. So if you need to refresh it and fast forward about 4 or 5 minutes in to see how do I track habits, you can always do that next Monday. But you can just click those off to complete them next Monday. These are the habits, all of those orange buttons. These are going to be on your app every single day for the 6 weeks. You can see every single day, nothing changes. These are, if you have watched anything that I've talked about on social media, my emails, free ebooks, things like that, I talk a lot about the Fit Forever Metabolic 7x7 method. It's something I created, which is just the 7 habits that I truly believe someone needs to follow mostly consistently in order to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week so that they can overall get to their goal weight. We say 1 to 2 pounds per week so that we don't sacrifice losing muscle. I know it sounds annoying to lose that few pounds, and you might ask me, well, how are you telling me that I might lose 15 pounds in 45 days? You will lose the first 8 to 10 pounds pretty quickly, and then it will average out to 1 to 2 pounds per week, which could end up being 15 to 18 over the course of a 45-day period. It's just how your body reacts to things. But whenever I have a client that says, I felt stuck, but if I just went back to the 7x7 method and I stuck to that, I felt like I was able to get back on track. So this is the 7x7 method. We're going to build out this entire method together over the next 6 weeks. I'm not fire hosing it at you, and you're going to just take it piece by piece. All the habits are in there from day one because I want you from day one tracking how are we doing with all of these things. Do I currently de-stress for 10 minutes every day? And you can look in this, swipe right, and see exactly what the criteria is for that. 10-minute walk without your phone, it counts. Lay on the ground with your legs up on a wall, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps decrease cortisol. You do need some cortisol, that's healthy for you, but also chronic stress can be a blocker in fat loss. So laying on the ground with your legs up on the wall, a cold plunge would do the same thing. Play with your dog, do a Bible study, meditation, something without your phone for 10 minutes helps de-stress. Swipe back and click out of that. If you did this today, you're going to click, whoopsies. I don't know if I can do this on, bear with me. I'm not on the actual day, so I don't think I can actually check this off until we're actually on this day because it's scheduled ahead of time. So on that day, you should be able to click it off. Never had anybody ask me how to click off, so it must show up next Monday. Another one of the 7x7 methods is drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And then I list out some ways to do that. Eat 5 palms / servings of protein today, or increase from average of last week. And your goal is up to 5 palms / servings. We'll talk about macros later on in an actual goal there. Hit 7,500 steps today, or increase your steps by 500 on average daily over last week to get to 7,500 plus. A lot of us might be coming in only hitting 2,500. So maybe the first week we're hitting 2,500. The next week we're hitting 3,000 on average. No electronics 30 minutes before bed and 30 minutes after waking up. This is to help promote good sleep and good recovery right after we wake up to decrease stress. Purposefully move your body for 20 minutes today. If you're working out, do that as your purposeful movement. Otherwise, make sure to go on a 20-minute walk or 2 10-minute walks. Just move your body. I'm going to go to share your journey last. Single ingredient foods, eat foods you cooked, prepared at home. You can read all about this here. We talk about this heavily with Nutrition 101 in the first week. You're seeing all of these habits and you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot to take care of right away. You said you weren't fire hosing me with information. The very first week, we are just tracking. I've said this in a few videos already. So starting Monday, of whatever day the challenge starts. You are just tracking all your habits that you currently are doing. You're tracking your nutrition, where you're at currently. That's another video. You're just tracking for the first week. So you may be only getting half your body weight in ounces of water right now, and that might be the only thing that you're successful with right now. This list is not for you to try to, on Monday, just jump right into it and try to hit 5 pounds of protein all of a sudden, 7,500 steps all of a sudden, no electronics all of a sudden, purposefully move my body all of a sudden. That's a lot for you to handle mentally. Yes, it's laid out as a to-do list, but when you jump in too quickly to something and you hose yourself with information, after 2 weeks, it feels overwhelming and you might quit. I don't want you to do that. The first week, you're just tracking, how am I doing with these? After the first week, you'll know where your holes are and what you need to work on. Specifically, let me say also, if you just start eating 5 pounds of protein every day or 5 servings of protein, and you're currently only eating 1 to 2, your body can't handle that. You won't be able to use the restroom for 3 days. You'll feel bloated, stuffed up. It won't feel good. And you'll show an increase of 5 to 8 pounds on the scale that you're not going to be happy about. So just track currently. How are we doing with these? And middle of the week of week 1, we'll go over, okay, now we know what habits we're doing well with. This is how we're going to build out the rest of them. It is a slow, one foot in front of the other. Here is the plan, but we don't do it all at one time. Last one that I want to talk about. Share your journey. Oh, and going back to all of these 7, if you're confused on any of these, you can click in here and just read to the side. But also, we go over all of these week over week, and they become very clear to you as time goes on. Last one is share your journey. Share your journey on social media today. Tag me at Katie Kaiser on your stories with a workout selfie, and I'll put this in here as well. The hashtag that we've been using is hashtag #FitForever. So tag me, hashtag #FitForever. A video of your feet walking would even do. Your favorite meal for the week, something inspirational about your journey, your kids getting in on the workouts with you. That's absolutely my favorite. Whatever it is, start sharing. I promise you that you will inspire others. This habit is worth extra points for the challenge because you've chosen to be the leaders and show others that it can be done. You're probably here because you saw something that I posted that felt inspirational to you and led you to believe that this is possible for everyone, not just the people that seem like they're magical unicorns solving this. Something about this made it seem like this might actually be the thing that finally works. Or a friend of yours told you about it or posted on social media and you asked them, hey, what are you doing? That doesn't seem like all these restrictive things that I've been doing all the time. You have been inspired, and it is your turn to now change the trajectory for all women out there who feel stuck. It is our job to help inspire and encourage others. I truly believe in the power of words or pictures speaking 1,000 words, and you posting, you just even walking, your feet, just doing something. Other people are going to say, wow, I didn't go for my walk today, but she did. Let me go do that. Whatever it is, tag me so that I can reshare it. It shows the world what can be possible, and I get to share it with all the other women. And then it just keeps compounding on top of that. And it's all these wins that we get to stack on top of each other. Make sure that you tag me, drop the hashtag on there. I'll add this to this note here. That is, honestly, gratitude is the secret habit that I think is really important. Habit number 8. If you can just start to build it into your lifestyle that you can automatically start complimenting people, not forcefully, but looking at people and just starting to compliment them, or doing things for others and having a servant heart and just feeling like you have kindness and goodness that you probably already have in your heart. But when you start to feel better about yourself, you are then able to share that with other people. And that's part of the sharing your journey. So not only on social, but just start sharing with other people how beautiful they are or what they're doing that makes this world feel so much better because they're in it. The more that you start showing outward gratitude, the more you actually are able to accept gratitude from people. And someone gives you a compliment and you're able to accept it freely without making up some excuse like, your hair looks great today. Oh, I finally washed it. How about, your hair looks great today? I know, I'm feeling really good about myself lately. We are allowed to accept compliments, and I don't think that we freely do that. But the more that you freely give them, and the more that you freely share your positivity with others, the more that you're able to accept it too. So I honestly think share your journey is the biggest stress reliever that anyone can ever do. And that is why that is a habit here, is secret habit number 8. So there are 8 habits to pay attention to over time. And that covers it for all of the habits, the metrics. You will see also in here, challenge hasn't started yet, but if you go to the bottom right, daily habit completed is 30 points, personal best is 20 points, workout completed is 5 points, and you'll start to climb the leaderboard in the actual challenge once people are in there and get to see, like, it was not a contest of us against each other, but oh my gosh, I got to keep going because everybody else is. So make sure you check the FAQ on the thank you page for any questions on this, and then go ahead to the group down here, April Fit Forever, and drop a question there. Tag me if you have any thoughts or concerns on this that you need clarification.